Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Keedex number K-15A. This is a double door style guard in an aluminum finish, made in two finishes on steel. Aluminum, sprayed aluminum, and then a dark bronze sprayed finish. This is specifically intended for pairs of doors. This is specifically intended to allow you to reinforce the inactive door in a pair of doors, and there is a link below this video to the installation instructions. And this is meant to go against the inactive door. You're going to want to, please take note that this is for a radius style door, which would be typical and common for a double door. A pair of aluminum storefront doors. This will be radiused and is used to reinforce that area. Might be a situation where you've got some damage or some break-in, or you have such a significant gap between the two doors that you really need to close that up a little bit. Maybe there was an attack on the lock set, the lock was broken and the inactive door was damaged. You could use this to help mitigate that as well. Let's go over its dimensional properties. Overall height, about 7 3/4. Its overall width, about 1 7/8. The overall depth, 1 7/8. Overall width, about 2 1/16, maybe 2 1/8. And let's put the caliper on the inside of this so I can tell you precisely what that dimension is. Because it's unclear, I think, to clients where this goes. So this has a 1.818. Flares out a little bit. 1.82 to 1.88. 1.82, 1.82 inch to 1.88 inch. Okay. This is meant to slide over the edge of the door. You're going to want to get this over the door. And I don't have any hard and fast rules about where the knockout, and that's what this is. If you needed to elongate this, if you had a long hook bolt from Adams Right, you'd want to knock that out. You're going to want to be real careful how you knock that out. The factory recommends putting it into a vise. I personally like to use some sort of a grinding tool to loosen up or to break that. I would not go in there and just start hitting it with a hammer. I wouldn't want to deflect or otherwise marginally bend the rest of the work. I'd like to defeat that a little bit first. Pull that out carefully, eye protection. If it needs to come out. You get this placed onto the door, dry fit it first. Make sure everything works. The lock works, the doors close. We've got gap. If you need to make up some room, the installation instructions suggest that you might look into removing the weather stripping that's on the inside that would be underneath this or on the inside of the reinforcing plate to cheat that over a bit. The one dimension I didn't give you. The thickness of the material, 0.105. So rather, they say it's 12 gauge thick, so that's very heavy steel. Weighs 1.1 pound. 1.1 pound, this does. So dry fit it. Once you know you've got everything working, the door closes, the inactive closes, the active closes, the lock works. Then you can mark and drill your holes for the rivets that are included, and that's how you'll attach this. The rivet is not magnetic. I'm tempted to say that it's aluminum. This would be 0.183 diameter for the body of the rivet. Okay, and obviously, if you've used rivets, rivet gun, into the hole with your rivet gun and then squeeze and it will permanently fix that onto there. So rivets is how this will be held on. You'll get 4 of them because there are 4 holes on the plate. Baked on finish. And according to the manufacturer, a better way to secure a pair of doors. Looking at the rest of the installation instructions, talks about fitting it, making sure that it works prior to marking and installing it naturally. Talks about removing the knockout if you need to. Mentions other style guards that would be appropriate down here. Those are also linked to down below this video as well. And finally, in conclusion, there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page, where you can pull up not only all things Keedex that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. If you have any questions on the Keedex K-15A double door style guard in aluminum finish, or any other Keedex product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.